Disagreement is natural, but disrespect is a choice. Have you ever avoided a conversation? Like just because you didn't want any conflict? Or have you seen a simple disagreement turn into a heated argument? Here is the truth: we don't avoid such conversations because they don't matter. We avoid them because they matter too much. And that's exactly what we are going to talk about today. Hello everyone, welcome back to Speak Smart with Venus Voice. This is season 3, the cue cards of practical communication, and today's cue card is so powerful, practical, and life changing. That is, disagree with dignity. I'm your host from Venus Voice, and let's dive into today's wonderful topic. So, many people believe communication is about speaking clearly or being confident. That's true, but there is one more skill that truly defines your communication power. That is how you disagree. Because disagreement is everywhere, whether in homes, classrooms, or workplaces. But the question is, how do you handle it? Right? In most situations, we see two extremes. Either people argue and damage relationships, or they stay silent and avoid real issues. Both are harmful because silence hides problems and aggression destroys trust. So remember this: disagreement is not the problem, it's unhealthy communication. When handled well, disagreement becomes a tool. It's for better decisions, stronger relationships, and real growth. Now, here is something important: respectful disagreement is not just a skill, it's an environment. Whether you are a teacher, a parent, or a leader, you set the tone. In today's world, most of our conversations happen online, especially in the workplace, right? So, in those telecalls, your tone matters. So, stay calm, balance your emotions because that is emotional intelligence at work. So, how do we actually do this? How do we disagree without creating any conflict? Let's make this simple and practical, right? So, step 1: validate before you respond. Like, I understand your point. Respect first, response next. Step 2: use and instead of but. Like, I understand, and here is another view. This keeps the conversation open. Step 3: focus on ideas but not on people. Like, not you're wrong, but let's rethink this approach. Step 4: use I statements like I feel, I think. This reduces blame, right? Step 5: listen to understand but not to reply. This is where real communication begins. Step 6: stay calm in your body language and tone because your tone speaks louder than your words. Step 7: focus on facts but not on emotions. When you practice this, you don't just avoid conflict, you create trust, respect, and collaboration. And most importantly, you become a strong communicator. Finally, remember this: you don't need to agree with everyone, but you must respect everyone, right? So, therefore, I encourage you to reflect on how you handle disagreements in your daily life, whether with family, students, or colleagues. Check in with yourself. Notice your tone, your pauses, and how you validate others. I believe if you practice these small steps, you will see real transformation in your communication. For more insights, visit venusvoice.in, and if this episode resonated with you, follow the Speak Smart with Venus Voice podcast. Stay calm, stay respectful, and keep growing your communication skills. This is Venus Voice signing off.